Hello everyone, I'm Vaishali Gupta, author and educationist and founder of One Teacher, One Scientist. Welcome back again on some more thoughts and some more ideas on constructivism. So, how do we as teachers ensure that we are high on constructivism in our classrooms? So, for that, we need to make our teaching environment a more student centered environment. So, as a teacher, we need to ensure a collaborative problem solving environment where students become active participants in their own learning. Thus, the role of a teacher, becomes that of a facilitator rather than of an instructor. So, constructivism actually promotes a sense of personal agency in students as they start taking charge or ownership of their own learning. So, in the entire process, learning is perceived as both a cognitive as well as a social activity. So, cognition is based on whatever age of cognitive development the child is on. And the social part is based on how enriching an environment it is for learning. So, how much are we giving, how many experiences are we giving to children for active collaboration in the classroom? How much is the child is getting influenced by the culture or the environment of learning? So, so what kind of cultural difference or environmental difference that the child has depends on the child's perception. So, therefore, constructivism lays a lot of stress on how children perceive the world around them. So, senses also play a very important role, and also the objects that the child is getting, to manipulate, to use, to basically overall the richness of the learning environment really determines what kind of knowledge the child constructs. So I would say that the key drivers to a rich learning experience would be the richness of the learning environment, number one. Number two, the richness of the objects of learning. What are the various objects that the child is getting for learning? And I would say number three would be the kind of stimulus that the child is receiving for learning. And I would say if these three factors are kept in mind when children are being given projects, when children are given activities, when children are given tasks to do in classrooms, I think we can raise the overall constructivism level of our classrooms. So, keeping in mind the constructivist learning approach could be a very powerful way of giving children a very enriching and a very active learning environment. And that would actually translate into construction of knowledge. So, thank you so much for being with us. And I hope these videos are helping you out in your everyday teaching and interaction with children as such. So, stay tuned with us, and I will be sharing more content on constructivism, on how children actively engage in problem solving, how to give tasks which are more meaningful and can actually help children take charge of their own learning. So stay tuned, only on One Teacher, One Scientist.